So what's going on, guys? My name is Mr. Dalek JD and welcome back to an IW Zombies DLC 4 video where we have quite the bit of exciting information to talk about. Now, Infinity Ward have come out saying that they are going to be doing a live stream tomorrow, Friday, September 8th at 11 AM Pacific time, and they're going to talk all things at the Beast from Beyond with Lee Ross. So we're going to be learning quite a bit of information about that and possibly seeing gameplay, which is going to be really exciting. But the most exciting thing is that every time a DLC is coming out, they release a title update which prepares the DLC, and of course that has a lot of files relating to DLC within it, and that's how modders have managed to data mine essentially a ton of information, which we're going to be talking about in this video, which genuinely sounds amazing. Like, they're really pulling the stops out to make this final zombies map and the sort of super Easter egg that's been teased throughout all of IW Zombies to be really good. Now, there are a little bit of spoilers within this video, so if you don't want to hear about any of this stuff, then feel free to click off, but this is really interesting, and I'd really like to gauge what you think down below in the comments section. Now, of course, within this update, people have managed to find the hidden song. They've also managed to get the Fate and Fortune cards, which are now available for everyone to get from the Fate and Fortune cards, as well as using all the maps. We have the full DLC 4 poster, which is within the textures of the map, and we can see this in all of its glory, where we have the text beyond the edge of space, beyond the edge of fear. And what's really interesting is we have the cast, and it also mentions that we have David Hasselhoff as Neil and Paul Rubens as Willard Wyler. So we now know for sure that Neil is definitely coming back, and what we saw in the trailer was indeed another version of Neil, and I'm assuming he's a lot more advanced than he was back in Spaceland as a simple robot. And it's interesting that he is the one that's voicing Neil. I think that's really, really cool. It's nice that David Hasselhoff is going to make a return, and that could be what he was hinting about. If you guys recall, back in October, he done an interview about IW Zombies, and he mentioned about stuff involving if you manage to find something first, then you'll be famous on the internet, something like that. And I think he might have been hinting towards the fact that he not only recorded his lines for Spaceland, but he also recorded his lines for DLC 4, which of course he had to keep a big secret, and I guess it slipped. But one of the big spoilers that's come from the latest update is that Willard Wyler is 1,000,000% confirmed playable, and there's quotes for him in Spaceland. There's over 30 minutes of quotes found within the files of you playing as Willard Wyler. Now, we all assumed at some point that we were going to be playing as Willard Wyler, but this is really damn cool that we can actually play as him. And there's some stuff involving animations where he's slitting his wrists just like he does in the intro cutscene for Spaceland. So it's really awesome, and I really think it's going to tie in well with what they're doing with the super Easter egg. Now, not only are there quotes as well of Willard Wyler, but there's also brand new David Hasselhoff quotes where they sound like they're working together. And I'm talking about David Hasselhoff quotes within Spaceland as the disc jockey that he is. It's brand new quotes, so it's like as if when we go and do the super Easter egg, it's not literally just going to be like a new pistol or anything like that. It seems like the actual maps are going to have a little bit of subtle changes. I'm really shocked at how much new content there is in terms of all of these quotes. It's pretty damn crazy. And of course I can't play any of these in the video, but of course I will link everything that I'm mentioning down below in the comment section, so you guys can go over and click and check that if you guys are interested. They also have the DLC 4 trophies as well, which mentions stuff about the hidden song, completing the Ghosts and Skulls game, which is called Skullbreaker, and there's another mention of building a combo of size 10 or larger in Skullbreaker, so that's pretty darn interesting. There's also something involving restoring Neil, which is going to be exciting, Pack-a-punching the Venom X twice and equipping it, so we definitely know that we can Pack-a-punch this thing, which we never could before in Extinction, because of course it didn't have Pack-a-punch, so this is really darn exciting. But the huge major spoilers, which I definitely think are related to the super Easter egg, is the fact that the calling cards, which we now have for DLC 4, have of course been leaked, and there are a ton of them. We don't know exactly which ones are classified, but we have animated ones which look absolutely incredible. I'm showing you guys these on screen now. You can see tons of cryptids, including the normal ones, the phantoms, which are these sort of blue ones, and we see a rhino from Extinction, which is just the biggest brute thing we could have. So I'm not looking forward to tackling that if we do get to see that in the map, but it's pretty awesome that Extinction is definitely making its way. We don't know exactly how they're forming it together, but it seems like zombies and Extinction aliens or cryptids walk alongside them within this map. We also see the Beast from Beyond theater, so it looks like we might actually visit the road that we see our characters get out of the limo back in Spaceland, which is pretty darn exciting. We see the Venom X, we see Neil in this new upgraded sort of computer thing, and then we have a bunch of awesome animated calling cards, stuff like Attack of the Radioactive Thing right there. Then we have what we appear to be the boss insider of the Beast from Beyond, and then what is actually unreal is we believe this could be the super Easter egg boss. Now, we don't know how exactly the super Easter egg is going to work exactly, but if we look at this animated calling card here, we can see what looks to be the devil, or what we assume to be Mephistopheles. This has been written within the sort of text for the game through all the different cipher messages throughout all of the maps, that it seems Willard Wyler might be either controlled or is under order by Mephistopheles, the devil. And you can see on this chest there, all the symbols that we've collected from all the soul keys are on this guy's chest. So I mean, this looks absolutely unreal. I did not really expect, or still don't really think, that they will do this, but could you imagine DLC 4 has its own Easter egg and boss fight, like we assume it will, and then we do the super Easter egg, and then that has its own different super boss? It'd be insane. We also have Raven the Redwoods, we have Shaolin Shuffle, we even have the Yeti Eye Easter egg, which has its own calling card, where it has sunglasses, it says deal with it. So you know how it's been hinting all the way from last year about the Yeti Eye Easter egg. It seems like finally they're going to update Spaceland and give us that darn Yeti Eye Easter egg, which is really, really exciting. And then we finish it off with that Willard Wyler calling card, which definitely feels like, you know, we are going to be playing as him, as if it wasn't obvious enough already from all of the quotes we've had. And the only other tiny little thing is that the ranks have been updated as well to, I believe it's 999, or maybe it's 1,000, but the final rank icon is this Devil Mephistopheles looking character that we see from the calling card. So very damn exciting stuff, and we don't have long until we get our hands on the Beast from Beyond, as it comes out literally in about 5 to 4 days time. So really darn exciting stuff. We're gonna have a ton of content here on the channel, as you would expect. So if you are new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you turn on notifications so you don't miss a video, and also make sure you let me know what you think of all of this stuff down below in the comments section. If you enjoyed and you're excited, make sure you drop a like rating before you leave as well. But thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.